The Blue Jays drop yet another ball game. And this one wasn't even close, and today's news for the Blue Jays was downright awful from every which angle. First off, the Jays lose this one 7-1 to the LA Angels and drop to 3-5 on the season. But before we go into this and talk about the game at hand, before the game, I have a bunch of notes here because we got a lot of news prior to first pitch today. Teoscar Hernandez goes on the COVID IL after exposure to someone outside of the team who tested positive. Ryan Barucki, COVID IL due to vaccine side effects. Tyler Chatwood, 10-day IL, right shoulder inflammation. Not to mention Springer, Pearson, and Robbie Ray are still on the IL. This team can't catch a break early in the season. Midway through the ball game today, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. leaves the game due to COVID vaccine side effects. What the heck is going on? Not only are you basically losing everybody now, you're getting your rear end kicked in, you're not playing good defense, you still can't hit the ball. The team's royally struggling. Yes, it's only 8 games into the year, I get it. But this team went from being 3-1, beat the Yankees in the first series of the year, win the opener against Texas, and then they just forgot how to play, and now everyone's going on the injured list, COVID-wise or non-COVID-wise. It's just insane. And like I mentioned, defense was not pretty today. In that second inning, they scored a total of 4 runs. In the 5th, they give up 3 more. And the Blue Jays, after the 5th inning, are down 7-0. What did I say in the last video? You got to give your team a chance to win. You don't have to throw a 0. You don't have to go 7-8 shutout innings. I'm not asking for that. But give your team a chance to win. I could sit here and say, yeah, the Jays only had 5 hits and they had 12 strikeouts, which is awful, and the streak continues where the Blue Jays cannot get 10 hits in a ball game. However, your pitching's not giving you anything. And your defense, Bo Bichette, he's had a really shaky start to his season. He had that 1-2 homer game, I think it was against Texas. But other than that, man, he is offensively, he's not been right. He's been swinging a lot of bad pitches. Defensively, he's looked a little shaky, especially today. The Jays have 2 errors. Look, TJ Zeuch went 3 1/3, allowed 6 hits, 7 runs, but only 3 of those were earned. He walked 3 guys. He wasn't good. A lot of rough things going on for the Blue Jays today. They score 1 run, and they didn't even make contact to score the run. It was on a wild pitch, and Marcus Semien scores in the bottom half of the 8th inning. They got absolutely destroyed. David Phelps was serviced as the opener today. He went a clean inning, walked a batter, but struck out 2. As I mentioned, Zeuch wasn't very good. Payamps was very good. 2 2/3, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. But you're already down 7-0 at the time, so it really doesn't matter. Ty Tice, it's good to see him out there in his big league debut. 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk. Good job for him. But again, you're down 7-0 at the time. Not like you're going to get the other team's best punch. Good to see Josh Palacios out there in his debut. Didn't do very well, but it's his debut. Whatever. It's good to see him out there in the big leagues and finally get his chance at the big league level. He's been out in the minor leagues for quite some time. So congratulations to Joshua Palacios for going out there in his debut. This team coming into the year, and you guys have mentioned in the comments, we weren't really worried about the offense. We said, wow, this lineup looks really good. They look top to bottom strong. Well, then Springer gets injured. Now Gurriel's has COVID side effects. Then Teoscar Hernandez, possible exposure to a positive case. And Bo's had a rough start to his season. Vladdy's been the only, I guess you could say Gritchick as well, have been the only real bright spots early on in the season offensively. Rowdy hasn't done anything. Both catchers, Kirk and Danny Jansen, haven't done anything with the bat. Marcus Semien's been very good with the bat. But as I've mentioned countless times, the Blue Jays have not got 10 hits in a ball game once this year. That streak continues with only 5 measly hits today. We had a feeling coming into the year that the pitching staff, the starting pitching staff more specifically, was going to be the problem. So far, that feeling is 100% true and is happening right now. Your offense is not break. You know, we all heard, man, this offense is just going to have to absolutely kill it for the Blue Jays to get going and to kind of hold their pitching together. Well, the offense hasn't been very good. You're lucky that in the first few games of the season, your pitching staff wasn't downright garbage. Ryu gave you a great start in game 1. You know, Zoik gave you the 4 or 5 shutout innings against the Yankees. See what happens when you get a good pitching performance? It allows your offense to kind of settle into a ball game and set some rhythm. But lately, over the last little while, the Blue Jays have not gotten that. I understand Ryu was very good in his last start. However, 2 early runs against put the Jays in that early hole. The pitching staff's got to give you like 3 or 4 scoreless innings to start an outing. Do you allow the offense to get cooked? I'm not saying that has to happen every single time. But you can't allow 2, 3, 4 runs in the first 2 or 3 innings and expect your offense to blow it up and get you back in the ball game. That can't happen all the time. So for this Blue Jays team, I don't know what to say. I honestly don't. Because you've now lost Baraki, who's been a very good asset of the bullpen to start the season. Chatwood's been great to start the year. Teoscar Hernandez, yeah, he's had a slow start to his season, but he is still Teoscar Hernandez. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., again, slow start to his season, but he's still Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And they're now out of your lineup. I don't know, to this point, I don't know what the COVID side effects, I don't know how long those are going to last for guys like Baraki and Lourdes Gurriel. But who knows? And the fact that this team has struck out, what is it? I think Buck said it in the broadcast, like 38 times over the last 5 games. I mentioned on my Instagram Live with the fellas on Blue Jays Center that I wasn't too worried about strikeouts. Well, that was assuming the Blue Jays, if they struck out, they would still hit the ball and get on base. And they have not. Empty outs kill you. The fact that you can't sack bunt and move a guy over kills you. You saw in today's ball game, the team was trying to just hit a lot of home runs today. And when you're down 7-0 early in a game, that's what teams tend to do. And for the Blue Jays, they got to smarten up here. I understand it's only 3-5 in the year. They're only 8 games into the season. But now you're losing guys. You lost literally 4 guys in the span of 24 hours. And who knows who's next? I hate to say it like that, because if Teoscar Hernandez comes back positive, what about the rest of the team? They've all been around him. So I don't really know, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't know. This team is not playing very well. They're not hitting the ball. They're striking out a ton. They're not getting good pitching. And the defense today specifically was a little shaky. They got to turn things around. I understand they're 3-5 in the year, and that can change like that. You win 3 games, boom, you're a game over 500. And hey, it's not like a team in the AL East is running away with it. I think Baltimore is 4-3, and the Red Sox are 4-3 coming into today's play. So no one's running away with anything. But for the Blue Jays, you cannot keep digging early holes early in seasons. But when you're losing all these guys, it's not going to be easy. Next game goes tomorrow. I don't even know the pitching matchup. I thought it was going to... At this point, I don't know. Is it Roark? Oh, God. Is it? I don't know. All I know is that the Blue Jays need to find a way to get some offense, no matter who is on the mound, whether it's Roark, whether it's Ryu. They need early offense. They got that yesterday, and Ross Stripling just was not good enough. Hence the starting pitching problems. And you got to get a good start, and you got to get early offense. Those are my keys to really any game this year for the Toronto Blue Jays. But that's specifically what I'm looking for in tomorrow's ball game. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. Rough game, miserable game at that for the Toronto Blue Jays today against the Los Angeles Angels, dropping at 7-1. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. What'd you like, if anything? What'd you not like? Because that might be a lengthy list. And let me know in the comments below, guys. Go nuts down there. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I'll talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow. I forget who they're playing, but who the hell knows what's going to happen tomorrow night for the Raptors. As for the Leafs, the only positive team right now, even though the William Nylander scare is kind of hovering over the Leafs right now, but it seems like it's kind of just Willie that they're kind of shutting down for right now. They take on the Ottawa Senators tomorrow night, 7 p.m. puck drop there. And as for the Blue Jays, they play Game 3 of the 4-game set against the Angels tomorrow night. It's a 7:07 first pitch down in Dunedin, Florida, as the Blue Jays look to end this 4-game losing streak, get some offense, and get a good start. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.